Hello everyone, it's Tom and I've got something to show you. The Keychron K5. This, undeniably, is probably one of the best, if not the best, mechanical keyboard that I've ever owned. I'll tell you more about my experience with it. So, the Keychron K5, how did I stumble across this thing? Well, I've had this sudden interest in mechanical keyboards about a year ago, and I tried quite a few mechanical keyboards and tried different switches and keycaps and all that, but none of them really stuck with me. So, off I went selling those, and I scoured the web for more mechanical keyboards until I found out about the existence of low-profile mechanical keyboards, and then I searched the web again for recommendations, and they all led me to the same product. So if you're here, this is probably a sign. Alright, let's get to the important bits first. What switches does the Keychron K5 use? Well, it depends on which variation you get on the product page. There's one which uses blue switches, one with brown switches, and another for red switches. I personally use the brown switches and it sounds and feels so right. The keyboard itself has a white backlight and there are lots of different patterns for the backlight. The backlight's brightness is also adjustable, and I really like the backlight on this keyboard because it's so simple and it isn't intrusive at all, like how the whole keyboard just lights up like a Christmas tree. You know those kinds of keyboards. And this one just lights up the keys and only the keys, and even that it does reasonably well. So I could say that my experience with the Keychron K5 has been pretty smooth, to be honest. It's a full-size, low-profile keyboard, and I like it full-sized because I just have numerous uses for the numpad. If you do, however, just want a version without the numpad, then you should probably just take a look at the Keychron K3. On a practical note, that one's just like a K5, but shorter, since it doesn't have the numpad anyway. I measured the keyboard itself, and my measurement comes up to 13mm at the thickest part of the base, and the total thickness with the caps is around 22mm. I haven't had any problems with the K5 at all, and I use this keyboard on my setup, and it's just really nice. It doesn't feel too big. Anyhow, let's move on to connections. This keyboard uses a Type-C connection if you want to go the wired route. Well, you don't have to charge it up every time, but you can also connect it wirelessly via Bluetooth. Now personally, I go wired since I can't really be bothered having to connect it via Bluetooth and charge it every now and then. I think it's just a hassle. And as for battery life, again, I never really used it via Bluetooth, but you can expect it to last around, at the very least, 2 days before you have to charge it up. And even if you do need to charge it up and you hook it up to your PC, you can use the keyboard as it charges, which is pretty cool. Now as for the battery life, again, of course that's on like full brightness and whatnot. Now, this isn't really a gaming keyboard per se, but you can use it for gaming, just as I have. And so far, I haven't really found any hitches or any problems at all. That being said, I have had an absolutely great time with the Keychron K5, and I have a feeling I'll be sticking with this keyboard for the foreseeable future. Anyhow, if you're interested in this, you can check it out by clicking on the link in the description below, or you can scan this QR code. Anyhow, thanks for watching.